What's going on, YouTube, fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before we get into anything, I first want to give a special shout out to Felicity for supporting the channel. We appreciate your love and support. It means a lot. Be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story. For all the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Let's get right into the story. Jealousy is a dangerous emotion, no matter what a person is jealous over. It could be work related, like someone getting a promotion over them, money related, pocket watching, or focus on somebody else's blessings instead of your own, amongst a lot of other things. No matter how strong you are, we all have had times in our life when we have felt this feeling. Sometimes it's not even clear what it is. You might be a single person walking through the mall, see a nice looking couple, and think to yourself, I want that. That's not a bad thing or a dangerous form of being jealous. Just like any other feelings or emotion, it's nothing unless you act on it. And usually it will pass. But I'm sure by now we have all learned it's one type of jealousy that seems to get the best of everybody. Being in a relationship can be a great time, especially if the two parties involved are in love with each other. It gives you the support, comfort, motivation, and love we all need navigating in this crazy life. Knowing you have someone that no matter what happens will be by your side. But that's not law. And sometimes great things come to an end and people break up. The tricky thing is though, one person might be more willing to walk away and move on than the other. And if a man or woman is still in love with you while you are involved with someone else, that's that one dangerous form of jealousy we was talking about earlier. To make some people feel like they gotta do something about being hurt by inflicting that pain on others, sometimes in a fatal way. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to Cobb County, Georgia, to discuss a recent case of a man who went as far to dressing up like a delivery driver to get rid of his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend. Kenneth Cunningham II was described by family as a generous, caring, and loving man who had a soft spot for kids, enjoyed spending time with his nephew, making people laugh, and entertaining family and friends. Hard-working, Kenneth did what he had to do to take care of himself, and by January of this year, the 39-year-old Uber driver had made a good life for himself. Kenneth had a luxury apartment in Cobb County at a complex called The Hollow, not too far from the Battery and the Atlanta Braves Stadium. Kenneth also had a big milestone coming up in January, his 40th birthday. It was a new year and new opportunities for the man. Even in his love life, he had met a young lady who he enjoyed spending time with, who we will call Tasha for the sake of this story. The relationship was fresh, as the two only had been dealing with each other for a short time. Tasha had recently came out of a relationship though with a 33-year-old man named Donovan Carter. Donovan still had feelings for Tasha, and even though she had moved on, he had trouble letting go. After finding out she had a new dude in the picture, that hurt from the breakup quickly turned to jealousy, and as more time went on, Donovan noticed Kenneth and Tasha's relationship growing, and it wasn't a fly-by-night thing. His jealousy quickly turned to rage, which while in his feelings, made the man come up with a plot to get Kenneth out the picture for good. In the early morning hours of Tuesday, January 3rd of this year, Kenneth was at home in his apartment, but it wasn't a regular day. It was a special day, his 40th birthday. Little to his knowledge, his family had came in town from Chicago to surprise him and show how much love they had for the man. About 10 a.m., Kenneth was notified by the rental office that he had a package waiting for him. Not thinking too much of it because he was expecting a few gifts for his birthday, he left out his apartment and headed to the office. Seconds later, multiple shots went off and a car fled the scene. Residents and people at the front office called Cobb County Police to report shots fired. They responded to the scene to find Kenneth shot multiple times and unfortunately pronounced gone on the scene on his 40th birthday. The rental office told authorities a man came in dressed like a delivery driver and told them he had a package for Kenneth. Moments later, they heard shots. A manhunt in the area started as authorities blocked off the streets, used K9s, drones, and other technology to try to locate the shooter. As people in the complex were shocked, someone would do this broad day in a super busy part of town. After hours of searching, police had no luck. After notifying family and friends of the incident, they would get a break though, that Kenneth was dating a young woman who had a jealous ex named Donovan. After searching the man's name, they realized he lived all the way in Gwinnett County, almost an hour away. Some of Kenneth's family were still waiting for him to come to the house for a surprise party, not realizing he was gone. Concerned after not hearing from him, they all got worried and reached out to a few people who broke the sad news. His father was in disbelief and stated it all felt like a nightmare. They came in town to celebrate Kenneth and his life, and he died not even knowing the surprise they had for him. Cobb police reached out to Gwinnett, who were stopping all cars in the area that matched Donovan's. Eventually, later that night, the car was pulled over, and Donovan was taken into custody, charged with malice hit and aggravated assault, as the shooting was deemed premeditated. Police determined it was a calculated plan. He bought a costume, found out where Kenneth lived, and drove an hour away just to execute the man. As Donovan appeared in front of the Cobb County judge, he held his head down. When read his charges, he showed no emotions. As of now, he has to wait to see a Superior Court judge to determine if he will get a bail or not. He is innocent until proven otherwise, as the case hasn't made its way to trial yet. Rest in peace to Kenneth. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to his family. Man lost his life on his birthday, all because of who he was dating. I often wonder to myself, like, dang, I wonder how the woman feels. Not saying she had anything to do with the fact Donovan, as a grown man, couldn't control his emotions, but that gotta be tough. The thing that gets me every time is what satisfaction do you get from taking a man's life that probably doesn't know anything about you and is only doing what men do, date women. Donovan allegedly plotted all this to the point you even dressed up like a delivery driver. That's a deep level of jealousy and hate, that you are willing to throw your life away, take the life of a stranger just to see the woman unhappy. But the twist is, life goes on. And after you get them football numbers and sitting in that cell, she will heal and move on again. And the thing you was trying to prevent from happening in the first place will happen regardless. So remember, we gotta succeed not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, this is a crazy situation. This recently happened not too long ago, actually like a week ago. But yeah, man, rest in peace to Kenneth. I definitely send my prayers and condolences to his family. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Definitely be respectful. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. It's another episode of Hood Tales. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.